everybody, and welcome to Racing from
Delaware Park.
They always come in at the right time, that chorus. All right, boys and girls, Glee Club, you can take the rest of the day off. Hi, I'm Rich Glazier, and we are going to take a look at Monday's races, 8-race card, and we'll take a look at them tonight, as we always do. And we had some rain, of course, as you know. Somebody said it rained Saturday, but we know better than that. But it did rain Sunday and maybe early this morning. So we were off the turf, but the track dried out wonderfully, and we ran on a fast track all day. It was sealed in the beginning of the day, so it was called wet fast. Then they harrowed it maybe about the third race, and it became just fast. But we were all off the turf, but boy, it was windy out there today. And I actually was out in the paddock for a couple races. And anybody that's vain and stupid enough to have a comb over, the wind was blowing this way, and that wasn't good. So I was turned my back. Anyway, you don't care about all that. But you know what? Some people don't like staying up till 11 o'clock to watch this show. And some people now have FiOS, and some people live in Jersey or Pennsylvania or Maryland or Newark or out of the Newcastle County area. And they can't see the show at 11 o'clock. They come in and early and they watch it to hear we show the replay. But you know what? You can go to YouTube, Delaware Park, and watch this replay show. Maybe it's early as 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. So you don't have to stay up. You don't have to have Comcast. So just go to YouTube. Can we see that? There. YouTube channel, and you type in youtube.com/Delaware Park Racing, and you can watch the replay shows, watch some old races, some old interviews I've done. I'm trying to get them to put my old commercials on there, but nobody's done that yet, because I think some of them were pretty funny, if I do say so myself. Anyway, try that out if you don't want to stay up till 11 and you know, it goes, sometimes the Phillies are still playing or Cash Cab is on, you know, all these other good shows. Or some people want to watch the news to see the weather, even though it's always wrong. All right. We had 8 races today, run on a fast track, all of them. So Bungee's horse did not run today. There was no turf, but he's braving it out, and he thinks we'll be on the turf on Wednesday with that wind today and that sunshine. And there he is, Bungee. You know, Fernando and Mickey are up here from Florida, and they rave about you. Yes, they do. Yeah, I'll give them your best. Okay, well, a couple years ago, you gave them a good horse, and they made a lot of money. Do you have one for Wednesday? What do you mean, not tonight? Oh, not tonight, Berta. I say. Not tonight, Berta is the name of your horse. It's a long shot, he said. Well, we'll see. Let's hope it's on the turf, and let's hope it wins. All right, Bungee, is that it? Okay, thank you. Goodbye. All right, that takes care of that shenanigans. Now we'll get to the races, and here's the field for first race of the day. And these were 2-year-olds going to go, a quick 5 furlongs. There was one scratch, 3 phase. The 4-5 favorite, Destructive Flow. Now we'll turn it over to John Curran, the voice of Delaware Park. Hope he calls your horses home first.
And they're off. Racehorse in a red breaks well, goes right to the front, quickly opens up 2 lengths. Up on the outside, press the music button, now going after that one up on the outside to challenge. Now they're on even terms. As they race past the half-mile marker, then a gap of 3 to Brother Tez. 3 more lengths further back to Destructive Flow. Top Hat Warrior. Astropop Kid is the trailer as they make their way to the turn. Press the music button on the outside. Racehorse in a red on the inside. It's still about 2.5 to Brother Tez, who's trying to gain in third. 5 lengths further back to Top Hat Warrior, Destructive Flow, and Astropop Kid. 3 with a shot right now with a quarter to go. Racehorse in the red now pulling away just a bit from press the music button. Up on the outside, Brother Tez trying to kick it in. Down toward the inside, Astropop Kid is rallying strongly with the rail. Also between horses, it's Destructive Flow. Racehorse in the red now trying to hold on. Up on the outside, Brother Tez. Between horses, here comes Destructive Flow. Destructive Flow between horses. Up on the outside, Brother Tez. It's going to be Brother Tez and Destructive Flow in a tight one.
And a close finish, and it was the first horse in the first race, which happens a lot, as does the last horse in the last race. So we'll see if that happens also. And sometimes the number 7 in the 7th is quite often happens. But anyway, here's Brother Tez winning it for CC, leading jockey, Carol Cedeno. Mike Catalano, the trainer for Blackstone Street Racing LLC. And that winner paid $13.20 for even $4.60. More to show than to place. Destructive Flow with Koa, $2.20, $2.60. More to show than to place. Racehorse in a red is third with Pedroza, $6.60. The exact, the $34.20. The try, $192. The super with the 3, $324.20. And that winner was another Delaware certified winner. Well, that's a good way to start off the day with a Delaware certified winner. Extra money in the purses for that winner. All right, here's the field for the second race. They're all looking for their second lifetime win. Scratch the 2, Sadie's Magic, and the 7, Local Thriller. This one, 1 furlong farther or further at 6 furlong.
And they're off. Pretty even start for them all. We've got about 7 across the track in the early going. Down to the inside, Patriotic Heart, though, leads it now by a head. Issue of Warren is right there. Up on the outside, Sunshine in My Pocket, far outside. That's Flying Phillips. Next in line, that's Earn the Shot. And the only one really off that group is the favorite, Charming Emmy, as they make their way past the half-mile marker. On the front end, Patriotic Heart is there with Sunshine in My Pocket. Flying Phillips toward the outside. Issue of Warren is also right there down toward the inside. Now making a run after that leader. Patriotic Heart, and on the outside now, Issue of Warrant challenging for that lead. Flying Phillips next in line. Earn the Shot moves up toward the inside. Sunshine in My Pocket is dropped back, and Charming Emmy continues the trail. The favorite has no one beat at this point as they turn for home. Patriotic Heart cuts the corner toward the inside, opens up 2 lengths on the field. Between horses, Earn the Shot, far outside. Now Charming Emmy begins to kick it in with a furlong to go. Patriotic Heart trying to hold on. Earn the Shot, and Charming Emmy's rolling on the outside. Patriotic Heart will have to hold off Earn the Shot and Charming Emmy. Patriotic Heart hanging on, wins it by half a head over Earn the Shot. Charming Emmy got there.
Another good finish, and it was Patriotic Heart winning that one for Wes Hamilton. Dale Capuano brought this one up from Maryland, and look who the owner is, Rickman Racing LLC. So Dale Capuano trains a few of the Rickman horses now and got the job done. 1240, 6 even, 340. Earned the Shot with Suarez, 1465 even. Charming Emmy with Acosta, 210. Exacta 164, the try 396.20, the double 1 and 1. $73, and the superfecta $869.10, and that winner was another Delaware certified winner. Guess I should tell you what that means. That means the horse had to spend 90 days, at least 90 days, on a farm here in Delaware before turning 1, and that makes a good thing. It's a win-win for everybody. The horses and the owners get extra money. The farm owners get tenants. It's just a good deal, and more we're getting a lot of Delaware certified horses, especially with the 2-year-olds, so it's really catching on. So these horses can be bred in Maryland and Pennsylvania and get those bonuses, and run here in Delaware and get that bonus too. So it's a good deal. It's a good deal, and it's very successful. Okay, the third race up next, and this one also had 6 panels and a good field of 8 to go. And we got an odds-on favorite here, Malibu Sunset. at 3 to 5. We'll try to get it done. Here's John.
And they're off. To the inside. Moonlit Meteor away well. Gaelic Man is there. Sevi up toward the outside. Down on the inside, Speedy Mexican and Malibu Sunset also quickly into contention. Gaelic Man leads it by a head. Right there, Gaelic Man on the outside of Malibu Sunset, who now takes the lead by a half. Gaelic Man back in second, followed by Speedy Mexican third, followed by Sevi. Up on the outside, it's Wild Man and Demand. Moonlit Meteors drop back toward the inside as they make their way into the turn. On the front end, it's Malibu Sunset showing the way by a length over Gaelic Man. Sevi moves up alongside. It's about 2.5 lengths further back to Demand and Garib trying to move up. Then a gap of 3 lengths, the Moonlit Meteor. Then Wild Man and Speedy Mexican drops back to last as they turn for home. On the front end, Malibu Sunset opens up 3 lengths on the field. Sevi chasing in second. Between horses, Gaelic Man, Garib, Demand on the outside, Moonlit Meteor toward the inside. With a furlong to go, it's all Malibu Sunset. Sevi's clearly second best, followed by Garib and Demand. But Malibu Sunset going away. Malibu Sunset will win this one. Sevi getting second, followed by Garib. Demand rounds out the super.
And the favorite gets the job done pretty handily. Malibu Sunset. For Wes Hamilton, back-to-back scores. Robbie Bales, the trainer. Leo Nishankin, the second, the owner. 340, 240, 210. Sevi with Betancourt, 640, 340. Garib with Centeno, 280. The exact is 1780. The try, 5140. That double with the old 1-2 punch, $42. The pick three numbers, 112, paid 125.10. And the superfecta, the fourth horse being the 8, 252.40. On to the fourth we go. Take a look at the field here. Scratch the 8, Chasing Stars. This one's just a 5-furlong sprint, so we've had nothing but short races so far. The big favorite in here, More Front at 2 to 5. Here's Mr. Curran.
And they're off. Quickest away to the inside, that's Tequesta Storm, feeling groovy with the rail. More front up on the outside of El Tocayo. Then 2 lengths further back to Horse Spotter Carl. Holiday Boy on the outside, and Rocky the Kid is at the back of the pack. Into the bend they go. Tequesta Storm leads it by 2. More front in pursuit second. 2.5 lengths to Feeling Groovy in third. Then comes El Tocayo, Horse Spotter Carl. Trailers are Rocky the Kid and Holiday Boy. Tequesta Storm to catch with 3/8 to go. More front, the favorites in pursuit second. 4 lengths, El Tocayo begins to gain some ground in third, followed by Horse Spotter Carl and Feeling Groovy as they head for home with Tequesta Storm still showing the way, kicking clear by 2. More front continues the chase. Up on the outside, it's El Tocayo. Horse Spotter Carl between horses. It's still Tequesta Storm. More front is trying to cut that margin, doing so slowly. Up on the outside, El Tocayo is trying to kick it in. Tequesta Storm, though, is holding on gamely. They're not going to catch Tequesta Storm. El Tocayo up for second, followed by More front.
And it was upset here is Tequesta Storm. Gets the job done for Ezekiel Lara. For Calixto, remember Calixto Kid Juarez? He's now its trainer, and he's also the owner. Congratulations. His son Nick Juarez riding down at Gulfstream now. $44.80 the price, $17.60 and $6.40 across the board. El Tocayo with Panero, $422.60. And More Front with Suarez, $210. The exact at 166.60. The try 342.20. The double 61.60. Then the pick three 215 even. And the pick four 1,904.30. And that's superfecta $480 even. Fifth race. Now this was the Longines International Gentleman for Drenthe amateur jockeys race for the men. We had one earlier for the women, but it was taken off the turf, so there you see a lot of scratches. Only 5 of these amateur riders, you're not familiar with their names, I'm sure, but that's who rode, just 5 of them, scratched the 1, 2, 5, 6, and 8. The 4 to 5 favorite was Jeezum Jim. They're going a mile and a 16th on the main track, which is fast.
In there, off. Pretty even start for them all. Toward the inside, Bowman's Beast between horses. That's Foxhall Drive up on the outside, 3 wide. There goes Jeezum Jim to take the lead as they race into the first turn. Jeezum Jim with Ogren of Sweden leads it by about 1.5 lengths. Bowman's Beast under a nice hold down toward the inside with Burton of Italy racing in second as they make their way around the bend. Then a gap of about 2 lengths to the great Hirschbein with Carmena of Spain. Up on the outside, Foxhall Drive with Ortiz of the USA and Liberty Lane the trailer with Bray from France as they make their way toward the backstretch. Opening quarter in 24 seconds flat, and Jeezum Jim opens up about 6 on the field. Bowman's Beast, though, well rated in second, then a gap of 3 to Foxhall Drive. Hirschbein looking to advance toward the inside of that one, and Liberty Lane now begins to move up in between horses as they make their way down the Delaware backstretch. It's Jeezum Jim showing the way, leads it still by a clear 5 or 6 lengths. Bowman's Beast now being asked for more in second. Liberty Lane picks up the tempo a bit in third. Hirschbein begins to drop back. They're well spread out, and Foxhall Drive is the trailer. They went the half in 47 and 4. It was a pretty quick quarter right there. 23 and 4 as they race into the turn. It's still Jeezum Jim by about 6 lengths. Liberty Lane now on the outside looking to move into second over Bowman's Beast. Then a gap of 3 to Hirschbein. Right now it's all Jeezum Jim with Ogren of Sweden showing the way. Liberty Lane under a drive with Bray from France in the second as they hit the top of the stretch. They went the 6 furlongs in 12 and 2, and Jeezum Jim has a furlong to go. Liberty Lane closing in second, followed by Bowman's Beast and Hirschbein. It's still Jeezum Jim with Ogren of Sweden holding on gamely to a 3.5 length lead. Liberty Lane with Bray from France is trying to cut the margin. Jeezum Jim trying to take him, almost gate the wire, and will do so with Elliot Ogren of Sweden winning by 2. Liberty Lane getting second with Bray from France, and Bowman's Beast with
And there you see the winner's circle with the winning jockey from Sweden, Elliot Ogren. And there are the prices. Jeezum Jim was the winner. Was entered for the main track only, by the way. Trained by Gary Capuano. So Dale and Gary both with wins today, the Capuanos. Rose Petal Stable LLC. 382.60, 210. Liberty Lane with Bray, $3, 210. Bowman's Beast with Burton, $2.40. Exacta 760. The try, $13. 210 double, 81.20. The pick 3, 98.60. And no super in this race. And guess what? That winner was another Delaware certified winner, the 3rd one of the day. Even in the amateur race, we can get Delaware certified. All right, hold your horses here. Here's one of those good maiden special weights for the 2-year-olds. These are fillies, and there was only one scratch. Flatter Me Owen. Call attention, the 2 is the only one in the race that had a race and trained by Kentucky Derby winning trainer John Service. Street Band is trained by Larry Jones. Larry did not stable here this year. He went to Ellis, but he came in to saddle this 2-year-old, and he said he's going to have a few more run here. It's always good to see him again. And the 4, trained by Tom Proctor for Brereton Jones, who was once the governor of Kentucky. And, of course, Proctor's always a danger. Sharpen, I have to mention, trained by Mike Stidham. Mike Stidham had 2 first-time starter winners on Friday within 5 minutes' time at Monmouth and Laurel. And one of the owners of Sharpen is my old lifetime friend and stockbroker, Jeff Lewis. So Jeff with his first start as an owner. Good luck to him. And Pecorara's got the 7 and the 8. So A lot of nice ones in here. Let's see who takes this exciting 6th race.
And they're off. Rolling Bobby gets away well right to the front, but quickly rushing up toward the inside. She's Divine. Also right there toward the inside, it is Street Band. We have 3 across the track, followed by Sharpin up on the outside as they make their way past the half-mile marker toward the inside. Street Band 6 ahead in front. She's Divine right there in second. 2 lengths to Sharpin and Malacho side by side. Then comes How Sweep It Is. On the inside, it's Rolling Bobby who's dropped back a bit. Our Super Freak, and the trailer is Slide On By. They race around the turn. On the front end, She's Divine leads it by a length and a half. Malacho and Sharpin are taking up the chase. 3 lengths further back to Our Super Freak trying to rally. Dropping back Street Band as they head for home with She's Divine to catch. Leads it by 2.5 lengths. Malacho and Sharp in. Both have a shot down toward the inside. Our Super Freak. Furlong to She's Divine. Here comes Malacho. Malacho has dead aim on the outside. Goes right on by. Malacho begins to edge away. She's Divine back in the second. Battle for third. It's going to be Malacho in front by 2.5 at the line. She's Divine getting second. Sharp in third.
Yeah, looks like experience counted. Malacho, the only one that had a start, and it was a good one, a close-up second right here. Got it done today for Cece Carol Cedeno, her second of the day, leading jockey here. And John Service, of course, Smarty Jones trainer. DJ Stable LLC, pretty good price, $683, $42.40. She's Divine for Fergal Lynch and Proctor, $320, $260. Sharpin for Mike Stidham and Albin Jimenez and Jeff Lewis, $440. The exacta $23. The try $118.80. The 10-2 double $12.60. Pick 3 $217.10. Super with the 1 $315.20. So we'll see if any of these go on to greatness, like so many have out of those kind of races. All right, the 7th race was originally scheduled for the turf, and yikes, scratched down to 3. So no exacta, no place, no show, no try, no super. Let's watch the trio go in the lucky 7th.
And they're off. Bridget's Big Lovey away well toward the inside. Dat Melody being taken in hand, it appears, as Noteworthy Peach moves up in between horses as they race into that first turn. Bridget's Big Lovey leads it by about a length. Noteworthy Peach racing second as Dat Melody tries to settle in the third. They make their way around the first turn, and Bridget's Big Lovey and Carol Cedeno will try and control that tempo. Leads it by a length and a half over Noteworthy Peach and Dat Melody. Opening quarter goes in 25-1, and she's doing nicely on the front end there. 25-1 opening quarter, and Bridget's Big Lovey going along easily by a clear 2 lengths over Noteworthy Peach and Dat Melody. Were side by side as they make their way down the back stretch. It's Bridget's Big Lovey now joined by Noteworthy Peach and Dat Melody. They make a quick run there to put the pressure on Bridget's Big Lovey. So now we have Noteworthy Peach and Bridget's Big Lovey head to head with Dat Melody a length further back in third. They went the half in 48-3. They quicken there 23 2/4 as they race into the turn. Bridget's Big Lovey on the inside. Noteworthy Peach and Dat Melody, a trio across the track as they race into the turn. And now Noteworthy Peach and Dat Melody go by Bridget's Big Lovey. On the outside, Dat Melody leads it by a half. Trying to battle back on the inside, Noteworthy Peach as Bridget's Big Lovey's thrown in the towel. Strictly a 2-horse affair, maybe a 1-horse affair as we turn for home. Dat Melody on the outside leads it by a length. Noteworthy Peach is trying to battle back toward the inside. Bridget's Big Lovey is a beaten third, a furlong from home. It's Dat Melody, Augusto Marin leading it still by a length. Noteworthy Peach is under an all-out drive, but Dat Melody will prevail by 2.5. Noteworthy Peach getting second. Bridget's Big Lovey a distant third.
Melody, the number 7 in the 7th, takes it for, he had a lot of gusto. Augusto Marin for Mike Gorham in the Old Coach Farm, $440. No exacta, no try. The double, $34.80. The pick 3, $14. And no superfecta. But the pick 5, oh, right under that 600 mark, $599.60. The price. All right, let's go to the 8th and final. And it's for the Arabians in a good-sized field. 8 of them to go in here. Crimson Mary, the 4, was the 7-5 favorite as they go 6 panels.
In there, off. Dance With Me toward the outside. RB French Texan, A Real Diva. Down toward the inside. That's Foxy Roxy, but Dance With Me comes out right on top and leads it by 2 lengths down the back stretch. Toward the inside, that's Camp Baloo moving up into second, followed by A Real Diva. RB French Texan up on the outside. Then a gap of 2.5 lengths further back to Crimson Mary, who's moved up on the far outside. Foxy Roxy toward the rail. Then comes Chindaka's Eclipse, and Omega is at the back. As they race into the turn, Dance With Me by a half. A Real Diva moves up toward the inside. RB French Texan up on the outside. Crimson Mary's a close-up fourth, then a gap of 4 lengths to Foxy Roxy. Omega begins a bit of a rally as they race into the turn. Dance With Me by 2. RB French Texan under a drive, trying to chop the margin, but not doing so right now. On the inside, A Real Diva's flattened out a bit. Crimson Mary next in line. Dance With Me's going well off the rail, but leads it by about 3 lengths as they turn for home. RB French Texan. First timers are 1-2 down the lane, followed by Crimson Mary and A Real Diva. But with a furlong to go, Dance With Me took control at the start and never really had an anxious moment. Dance With Me, a nice debut score under Yoma Ortega, wins it by 4 or 5. RB French Texan getting second, going to be tight for third. Crimson Mary
And the last horse in the last race. So let me get this straight. The first horse in the first race won. The last horse in the last race won. The 7th horse in the 7th race won. And if you played all them, you had a good day. Dance With Me, taking it for Yomar Ortega, for Scott Powell and the Quarter Moon Ranch LLC. $14, $5.60 and $4.20. French Texan with Koa, $3, $2.60. Crimson Mary with Cedeno, $3.20. Exacta, $37.20. The last trifecta of the day, $107.60. The last double of the day, $70.40. The final pick 3, $71.20. And there's that last pick 4, $96.50. And the last superfecta with the 6, $190 even. And that is a wrap for the Monday card. Now, we only had 8 races. We had 1 3-horse field. We ran our best race of the day. We've been doing so good this year, but today we ran that 6th race, that maiden special on top of Saratoga's race. We've been doing real well about staying away from that, but sometimes you can't avoid it. You can't keep the 2-year-olds circling around too long out there. So that race hurt us. But meanwhile, let's see what the handle was. 1,284,065. That's not so shabby. Not bad after all. Next live racing day is Wednesday. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching, everybody, and good night.